Good afternoon, everybody. John here in Studio 10-4 weekly update for July 20th. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a month behind. August 20th. God, lost in time, man. It's the COVID brain fog. Trust me, it's real. Good to have you guys here in the show, man. Nice to be here. Nice to be part of what's going on in the real world. Some crazy things going on around the world. Won't even get into all that, but how the hell are all of you? Billy Joe Burrell, good to have you in there, buddy. Yeah, so Billy's one of the guys that was kind of an inspiration for something we're doing tonight. Got some great stuff ahead for you guys. Want to get right into it because there is so much I want to try to cram into the show. First off, I want to thank Minimizer for always being there and being a great sponsor, part of the Team 10-4 marketing partners, as well as Jesse's Equipment Sales. Jesse's is the guy that is in charge of giving away a truck again. We'll talk more about that as the show goes on too, but today I've got something special for you guys that I want to bring to you. It's health, man. I want to give you the gift of health. And I've got somebody that we're working with, Team 10-4 has brought in. Name is Chef Gary. And there's an app that you guys can get on your phone, and you can install it, and you can order food right from your phone. This guy will ship everything you want. Your meals are prepared, ready to go in the microwave, or like me, I put mine into the a pot of boiling water because everything's vacuum sealed. Microwave is, I guess, the probably more standard method. Or you can use a toaster oven or however you want. As long as you get some heat on it, you're good to go. But I've got a video that I shot earlier. I'm going to share that with you guys of how I did it, actually going through. And I had dinner before the show. It took me 15 minutes, and I had myself some dinner. So I can't wait to bring Gary in. I want to talk a little bit about last weekend. It was a busy weekend for all of us at Team 10-4. We had 3 shows going on across the country simultaneously that we were attending. We had Waupun, Wisconsin. Eric Hill was in attendance, and they're representing 10-4. Hope you guys got a chance to say hi to Eric, get some 10-4 swag, hats, shirts, and whatever else we might have had in stock. We actually had a brand new order of shirts, but I think we're getting pretty close to depleting them. So whatever you guys want to get, you want to get it now because first come, first serve, man. This stuff's going quick. We got brand new shirt design that we launched in Waupun as well as Salt Lake City. I'm not sure if Stephanie didn't have any shirts, but Stephanie was there. So Stephanie Haas, the diesel addict, was in the Great Salt Lake Truck Show representing us there. And of course, myself, Studio 10-4, Tim and April Sieben representing at the show as well at the 10-4 booth, making sure you guys could get all of your 10-4 shirts and posters and magazines and everything that we're accustomed to bringing out to the shows. So listen, this is not only a show for all of our 10-4 fans, trucker fans, people that are out on the road, because this food thing, it's for anybody. Chef Gary's put together a menu that just takes all the thinking out of it. And whether you want it to be an on-the-go thing so that you can leave the house, put it in your truck, put it in your freezer or your cooler, however you want to do it, or if you want to order and have it at home and have some quick meals, you can do that too. He's got a website. We'll talk about that as well, but the app is what we're going to be doing this thing with here at 10-4 Magazine. We want to make sure you guys all know about that. First, I want to show you guys something here from Minimizer. Take a minute, help pay the bills. I will be right back.
In a tough industry, you need tough floor mats. Minimizer's floor mats are made of a proprietary thermal plastic designed to hold up to the daily abuse of the heavy-duty trucking industry. So whether it's coffee stains or dirt and mud from your boots, Minimizer's tray system keeps everything in place and contains the mess. Just look at how the Minimizer floor mats contain the coffee with a raised edge all around the mat. That spill isn't going anywhere. To clean the mat, simply take it out of your cab, dump the mess, and spray it off with a hose or power washer. Put them back in, and they're literally as good as new. The same can't be said for carpet or rubber mats. Look at how the same coffee gets everywhere. Neither one does a good job, and you can forget about containing the dirt and mud from your boots. It gets all over the cab floor. So how do we do it? We make floor mats customized to fit your rig. Our engineers use cutting-edge technology to scan the interior measurements and angles of each specific make and model to ensure an exact fit and easy installation. Minimizer floor mats, built for hardworking, tough people in a tough industry.
Wanted to let you guys know too. Minimizer's been doing this for about 5 years. They've got some great products. I've actually talked to some guys that have their products in their trucks. They love them. Cool thing about Minimizer is not only have they been around building a lot of different products that make life easier out in the trucking world, they got a great website that you can go to and get what you need on the truck, in the truck, fix the truck, and resources. So guys, check it out. Go to their website. That's Minimizer, www.minimizer.com. All right.
Tough
Cool.
industry.
Those guys are back. And, well, not that they ever left. Just glad to have them here and always a part of 10-4 and different things that we do. All right. Listen, let's get Chef Gary in here and start chatting with him. Chef, what's going on?
Oh, it's hot here in Houston.
I bet it is. You know, you guys haven't got a lock on it though, man, because we're in I think the 90s, high 80s, 90s, somewhere around that today here in Folsom, California. But if it wasn't for all the smoke that we've got going on right now, we'd be over 100 degrees. So I'm not liking the smoke, and I'm not liking any of it. It's like a really spooky orange out there. But I've been to Texas in the summer, and it is hot.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing to stay cool, man? I mean, you're working in the kitchen, you got air conditioning going on. What are you doing? What's happening?
Oh, yeah. I'm in air conditioning most of the time.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And where are you cooking at?
We have a large commercial kitchen in Pearland, Texas, and it's can do about 300 meals at a time.
Wow.
It's a good size kitchen.
Well, I'm going to bring a video on that I made earlier of me actually breaking out the food, cooking it, eating it, and I had the cowboy casserole.
Okay.
And I just thought, you know, I haven't had a casserole in I don't even know how many years. So I thought, what the heck, let's try that. And it was good. I had that with the Brussels sprouts.
Awesome.
And the thing about the Brussels sprouts, because I'm a Brussels sprouts guy, I love them. I love all vegetables, but Brussels sprouts, they were fresh. I mean, they came out of the bag, warmed up. I put a little garlic salt on, a little butter, a little Parmesan cheese, good to go. But I was impressed as to how fresh the vegetables were that came in the meal. And I looked at everything in there. You guys capture everything as soon as it's cooked, it goes into the vacuum and away it goes, right?
Right. It's kind of an unusual process because most meal prep companies just have a black container that they put the meals in, and they last for 4 or 5, 6 days max. And I had, in the store, had a couple customers that were truckers, and they said, we'd really like more of your meals, but we can only get 3 of those in my refrigerator. So as time evolved, I started looking into vacuum packing. We got a real heavy duty commercial vacuum package equipment that takes 99% of the air out. So in the refrigerator, it lasts 3 days. So even like in a cooler with ice in it, the meals stay good. And as far as heating them up, like you said earlier, the microwave works. Also, I've had people that have like a little pot they put them in, and it heats it up in that little pot if they don't have a microwave. And of course, you got some of the old-fashioned ways that probably all the truckers know, that also can heat them up. But
yeah, the manifold warmer, man, you throw it on the manifold and wrapped in tinfoil. That's the burrito heater right there. But it worked for me. I put it in the hot water. It almost cooked it all the way through. So then I threw it into the toaster oven. But I found out from just experimenting and doing what I did this time around. Don't put it in frozen. Let it thaw out a little bit. If it's in the refrigerator, you're good to go. I think 10 minutes in the hot water would have been fine.
Right. It's they're already cooked. The meals are already cooked, so it's just a matter of warming them up. You have that option. If in the freezer they last 2 years, and in the refrigerator they say 4 weeks. I always tell people 3 weeks. So that gives them plenty of variance or, time to use them up. So it extends the life and takes up less room than those old standard packages that, most people are used to meal prep companies, sending out.
Well, here's the thing that I'm obviously, listen, you're not inventing the wheel here. There's other, people that have been doing this and are doing it, but we're working with you and decided this looks like what we want to do. And after tasting the food so far, I mean, listen, I've got top sirloin steak in there. I've got meatloaf in there. Not only do I have meatloaf, I have mom's meatloaf, right?
Right.
Beef stew, chicken fried steak, blackened salmon. So I got a 10 meal pack. All right. And for me, I mean, listen, I'm a cook. I cook all the time and I'm not under the gun to be out on the road to worry about the meals and stuff, but still, even at home, I'm looking at this going, if I want a quick meal and I don't want to have to really, prep any food, clean up any mess, do anything. I mean, if I want to just eat right the way that stuff is, I mean, I probably cut the bag open and scoop it out with a spoon, some of it, but I mean, paper plates and I'm good to go. I've got a quick, easy meal. But you're not limited to the truck, guys. The thing about this is it's a measured proportion, portion. You're doing measured calorie meals. You're doing keto, right?
Right. We have an option. What we've done is we have a large variety of meals, and they come and go as far as what's in stock. And so what we've done is we have you pick the diet that you want, and then also pick like, hey, I don't eat fish, or you pick the protein. So you can pick, hey, I like pork, I like beef, I like chicken, I like turkey, but no fish.
Okay.
And then,
or no Brussels sprouts, like Miss Julia in the studio here. She's not a Brussels sprout fan, so
Well, it's funny you should say that because he had a call today from a trucker, and he just placed his order about 2 weeks ago, and he got 16 meals, and called up today and said, "Wow, those meals are awesome. I want 16 more, but give me more green beans and forget the Brussels sprouts." So
yeah.
Anyway, you can put in the notes, "Hey, I don't want Brussels sprouts," but. Anyway,
yeah, no, hey, listen, not everything's for everybody. I mean, you get what you want. And I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here a little bit. So I want to talk about this first too. And that is here, guys, this is what the app looks like. If you go on to the App Store or the Google Play Store, either one, you're going to find this app, Meals for You. Look for the truck icon. And this is the one you're going to want to upload onto your phone. Okay. So bring it on over to your phone. Check it out. I've done it. Chef, there's two options right now. There's 2 meal packs on there right now. How are these guys going to be able to get away if they want to choose their own foods and things, or are they able to do that yet? Or tell me where you're at with all that.
Okay. Well, as it grows, where we get more and more or bigger quantities, being made just for the truckers, then what we'll do is, and what we're trying to do right now is find out where's, is there a need to have, for instance, paleo? And most people say, well, what the heck's paleo? Well, it's a gluten-free, dairy-free variety of food, which it's normal food. It just doesn't have dairy in it. And then on the opposite side, you've got the keto meals, which have dairy and stay away from the sugar. So, one thing that we're trying to do is find out what people want out there. And once we do that, we'll get into where, and the hardest part right now is inventory. So like on the app, I can't keep inventory. So, if I get tons of meals in and everybody wants a specific thing, we do so many meals. We probably make about 70 meals in the different ones in the shop. So it's very tough to keep them in stock. So I can do one of two things. I can limit down each week what we have available, or I can just fill the orders and give them the most popular things that I think they would like. And that's what we're doing now to start with. And then we'll probably, people say, hey, I'd really like to choose what I want. I've got, most of the time I find if a non-picky eater just says, hey, send me what's good. And they don't even want to mess going through and picking. Right now, we got it. So you click 3 or 4 times and the order's done. Once you got your information in, you want to reorder, it doesn't take but a couple seconds, and you can do it. So you don't have, now grant you, truckers might have a lot of time in the evening, and go ahead and pick out what they want. And yeah, that could be something. But if they say, hey, I got to get this order so I don't forget it, boom, it's real quick. So.
Well, it's a work in progress, and we're going to help grow it. And that's, guys, this is where you come in, and let's help grow this thing and make it work so that we can keep you guys fed, as well as anybody else that comes along and finds out about this whole program of Meals for You. There's a couple guys in here. Billy Joe Burrell was one of the guys this week that posted up a picture on social media of his new cooler that he got for his truck. And I thought, man, the planets aligned here. I mean, it's kind of a cool thing to have that view, that vision of that cooler. And he had it loaded up with different foods, some vacuum packs, some pot pies, some beer in there. I'm sure that was for another trip, not in the truck, but somewhere down, maybe fishing or something. But the bottom line is, you guys that have sleepers on the back of your trucks, the day cab guys, Billy Joe, you're the man for the day cabbers. I used to have what you have in your truck, in my truck, but the guys with sleepers, you guys have a microwave, you've got sometimes a hot plate. I mean, Gary Jones, I was looking at some photos he posted, the guy's cooking a full-on dinner in the low budget lounge, and I thought, I missed that last weekend at Frenchie's at the show. He didn't cook me dinner, so I must have missed him. And of course, we kind of kept driving by each other. But bottom line is, you guys got just what you need to put this meal plan in action. All you have to do is start by ordering after you get the app on your phone. And then Chef and I were talking about this earlier, and there's some planning involved here. Whether it's bringing an extra cooler because you're going to be out for 10 days or something, and having enough meals if you want to stick to this meal plan. I mean, maybe this will be a supplement while you're out, and you can do this and other stuff, and then not have to have so many meals to bring along. You guys are going to have to figure that part out. But we were talking about it. There might even be possibilities where, if you're going to be at a certain place at a certain time during the week, you can just have it shipped there, and you can pick up that new fresh load of food. Chef, right?
Right. And everything is shipped for next day delivery. The only trouble is we can't zero in on the time it's going to arrive, but we send it out next day air nationwide, unless it's close to where we are. Obviously, I'm not going to send it up to 100 miles away. I'm not going to do it overnight. I'll send it next day, or it'll come next day. But we ship the whole 48 states. And the pricing is very reasonable, considering that the normal price for shipping next day air is about $110 for a package that we ship. Once you get all the refrigerant and the stuff inside the box to keep it cool, and the meals go out frozen and they arrive that cold, and they go right in the refrigerator, and you got 3 weeks to use them, basically. If you want to stick them back in the freezer, some will still have a little chill on them. They're pretty much, not hard as a rock, but frozen a little bit. You have that option. But anyway, that's where we are. We're trying to, sink that in. So, it's more or less for your health. I know that everybody thinks about, I've got people calling me all the time and saying, hey, since I started trucking, I gained 100 pounds or 120 pounds, and I've got to do something about that, or, I'm going to have diabetes and there goes my job, So what we're trying to do is give you healthy meals, because if you get into the health aspect of it, what you get in a truck stop, your fast food, or even in, you think, salads, that's good. How long is that? What kind of sprays and chemicals are on there? They keep it fresh. They don't, are they making them fresh every day? The apples are heavily sprayed, for instance.
Truckers eat meat, buddy. Truckers eat meat.
Right, right. And what we're doing basically is giving there's a good portion size of protein in each meal. So we try to everything's weighed out, everything, portion size, and so we got a full meal that you should get full on. And if your stomach's used to eating a lot, to shrink down and drink water if you're still hungry, and you'll kick off some pounds. And you got the option of the type of meals that we offer. So depending on what type of diet you want to be on, you can choose it. So
what are we talking again? Let's talk some numbers. So what's it going to cost a guy to get started with a 10-pack, or is it a 20-pack? You got a 10 and a 20-pack available on the app right now?
We've got a 10 and a 16, and that's what fits in a 12 by 12 by 12 box. And we ship that out. And like I said, in that is the cost of shipping. So there's no additional tax or shipping. It's the total price. For a 10-pack, it's $140. And for a 20-pack, it is $200. So it's a little bit more savings on the 20-pack because we're charging the same amount shipping in there.
20-pack or 16-pack?
I should say it's a 16-pack and a 10-pack. I'm sorry, I meant to.
No worries.
I was saying what you were saying, 20-pack.
Yeah, so no worries. I just pulled it up on the app right now. So just to let you guys know too, mine came in as in a cardboard box. Open it up inside, pull a flap open, and then there's 2 big ice bricks that are in there, which are reusable and in my freezer now, and I'm going to use them in my cooler when I want some food to stay cold, or beer possibly. And I got the 10-pack, and like I said, I'm going to show you guys a video here in a bit of kind of going through the process and what the food looks like. And listen, if you've ever vacuum sealed food, and I've done that a lot here on my own, cheese, smoked salmon, other meats and such. And when I buy meat at the store, I try to buy the vacuum packed meat because it lasts longer. I mean, you can have it in the refrigerator for weeks. I'm not kidding. It stays fresh and it's good. Now, you've got a shelf life that you're telling guys on yours. So stick with Chef Gary on his stuff and the recommendations. But I think this is a great opportunity for you guys to think about keeping yourselves healthy, eating some good quality food, getting yourself in shape with the food that you eat. Listen, I've been there. I know I did it when I was trucking. I was up and down in weight. I did some drastic dieting. I went on a high protein, low carb diet, lost 65 pounds, was great. Felt good. I was eating all the time, had food with me all the time. I had a cooler. It worked, but you guys now there's so many more things on the table. Diabetes, Chef Gary, you mentioned that. One thing that we didn't mention that's out there is sleep apnea, which is right now, as far as I'm concerned, the biggest pain in the ass in the medical industry. That, talk about a way to screw a guy over in the trucking industry. If they look at you and you have a body mass that is beyond their supposed specifications, the doctor, if you go to a medical doctor who's going to examine you for your driver's physical, they could write you up and write you out. You could be sidelined just for that until you get diagnosed and find out what the heck the deal is with your sleep apnea, if you have it or not. And that's the thing. You go in looking like me, which I've lost 50 pounds, but when I went in and I was 50 pounds heavier, they looked at me and said, yeah, you got sleep apnea. You got to go to our sleep study place and all this other crap. Anyways, listen, guys, if you can do something this easy to gain a little bit of health and security in your livelihood, I mean, this doesn't have to be all your meals. It can be a supplement to your meals. It could be your main body of meals. And then you can get out of the truck maybe occasionally if you got a good spot along the road that you can go get a good meal at, do that. But, think about balancing yourself out a little bit here and trying this out. So again, first thing we need you guys to do, get the app, put it on your phone, download whether you're going to or order you're going to get a 10-pack or a 16-pack of food, try it out and go from there. That's it. You won't know until you try it.
Yeah, it's a little a lot of times I hear people that have tried meal plans and they tell me everything tastes like cardboard, but we make it like like you're cooking in your house. And the only thing I can say that if you're used to lots of sodium, you might say, oh, it's not enough sodium, but you can always add that. But
Well, yeah.
but if you're on a low sodium diet, there's no way you can take it out. So
Yeah.
we kind of do it in between. We do offer meals that are low calorie, low sodium for those people that are needing that too. So
Well, and that's perfect, Chef, because the sodium thing, that's another thing, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, man, watch your sodium. That means, if you have to have a little bit of salt on something, give it a dash, a little sprinkle. Don't go crazy on it. You'll pay for it later. At some point, this stuff catches up to you, and it's not good. Your heart can't take it. Bottom line, your heart can't take it. So, like Chef Gary said, you can add the sodium later. So you're starting out with things that are in a good, healthy form. It's fresh. It's good quality, fresh food. Tastes good, smells good, looks good. And like the chef said, if you're going out and you're loading up huge, big old fat plates of food right now, and that's filling you up, you're going to notice something. You're going to notice you're probably going to still be hungry, man, but that's because you're eating too much. You need to back off a little bit. And trust me, the pounds are going to drop. These crazy diets that are out there. I've seen so many people around me. I'm very involved in a lot of different networking groups, or have been over the years. And let me tell you guys, people come in all the time and they've got the latest, greatest diet. It's going to save the world. Well, if you're only eating 700 calories or 600 calories a day, you're going to lose weight. I don't care what you're eating either. You're going to lose weight. And some of these diets that's what they do. And what happens then? You starve your body. You starve yourself. And then your body basically goes into shock, and it goes into survival mode. And it's not good, because what happens when you eat, it's packing everything on and trying to put it on there so that it knows you're going to starve. Your body's saying, you're going to starve me, you jerk. I'm going to store this for later. What happens? You're not losing weight anymore. You're gaining weight. Trust me, I've been through this, guys. Been around it. Chef, you sound like you've been there too.
Oh, yeah. We go through, I deal with all kinds of people with all kinds of diets, and there's, like you said, there's so many of them out there, and it all comes down to the calories. But when you go on a low calorie diet and you deplete your nutrition level, and you do it for any time, you're hurting your muscles, you're hurting your bones, you're hurting yourself, and it's not healthy. I heard last week somebody's telling me, well, we put you on a diet to where you basically get down to where you want to be, and then we build your body back up. What kind of baloney is that?
Yeah.
You want to lose all your muscles and then have to build it back up?
No.
It's crazy. So
I can tell you right now, guys, it's COVID surviving. And here's something else that's out there. If any of you guys have had the COVID, I know some of you have, we've talked. If you're not feeling 100%, if you're still not right, let me tell you something, man. There is what they're calling out there called long hauler syndrome. And I went to a doctor. She told me about this. She said, look, you've got this long hauler syndrome. And I said, Doc, I'm a trucker, right? She goes, so that means one thing to me. What does that mean? From what you're saying? She explained it to me. And essentially, the damn COVID it's hanging on, and it won't let go. The 50 pounds that I lost was muscle mass. It wasn't good weight loss. It was bad weight loss. And now I'm in that position that the chef just explained. I have to build this muscle back up, and it's not easy. It's like starting over, being a skinny twig dude that doesn't have any strength, and having to, start gaining muscle back. So there's some serious stuff going on out there, guys. Do your part yourself to do the best you can to take care of yourselves. Trust me, you'll be a lot happier when you get older. You young guys out there, you'll be a lot happier when you're my age, and not have to go through some of the crap that I may have gone through. Luckily, I'm not bad. Look, I don't have diabetes. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have any of that stuff. My health was absolutely primo until I caught COVID, and that kind of just wiped everything out, man. It was that was the end of that. So diet, you got an opportunity here. Get a hold of Chef Gary. Load the app. Go to the app store, load it, and put an order in. I mean, what's $100, guys? There's 10 meals, and you're set. So, if you like it, this is something you guys can share, tell your friends about, and pass it along. And maybe it's something back home at the family likes doing too. Because I mean, come on. Bottom line is, for a 10-pack, it's $14 a meal. When you're out on the road and you step out of the truck and you go into a restaurant, you're going to be spending at least $15, and you're not going to be eating near as healthy as you're going to be with this food. So give it a shot. See what you think. Chef, anything else you want to let everybody know about?
No, I think we covered everything. I think that people get the meals and try them. They'll enjoy them. They'll be very satisfied with them. Like I said, you can pick the plan you want. So there's lots of options there. And then, as we get down the road, we'll put in like a weekly, what we're offering or what we're making that week. It's just, and any suggestions, my number's available. If you have any questions, you can call me. And any ideas or something that you say, hey, I really like this and I haven't got it yet. I just told the kitchen I want them to do a smoked salmon meal, even though we've got like a blackened salmon and salmon with lemon juice, and just keep adding different things and changing it up some.
Right on. All right, Chef. Listen, we'll be back in touch. We'll be working together, maybe at a truck show near you soon. Maybe not this year, but we've talked, and who knows, we might be doing some cooking at a show in 2022 and presenting everybody what's going on with Meals for You and Chef Gary. All right, Chef Gary, thanks for joining us here on Studio 10-4. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, John. God bless.
Well, right on, guys. So there it is. It's not every day we step away from what we usually do and super saturated truck format, but I think it's important. Your health is important. Your family's health is important. Your family relies on you to be around, take care of them. You're out on the road, buddy. Take care of yourself. Chad Violet, buddy, I was going to mention you. Yeah, laid back, man. Glad you're out there. Send me some pics so I can share them. Love to be able to do that. Also wanted to say, hey, Eric Villette. Eric, how are you, my friend? Listen, guys, let me say something about Eric and Frenchie's, the first annual Frenchie's Truck Jamboree last weekend up in Red Bluff. The fires are something going on all over California right now. Certainly, Red Bluff is affected by the smoke, as we are here in Folsom, California, and all up and down this Sacramento Valley. The fires just up the road for me are literally 20 minutes away. And the some of the biggest fires are going on up there right now. But the smoke took away some of the heat, so we had a break from that. But you know what? It still was around 100 degrees. It was doable. I want to thank Eric for the great spot that we got for the Team 10-4 magazine booth that we had. It was under a tree in the shade. Right there, and everybody had to walk by us going both ways to check out trucks on either side of the Tehama County Fairgrounds, and just a great deal all the way around. Got to meet Frenchie, Renee LaChance, the gentleman that the show was put together for, and from what I understand, if I'm correct, Eric, give me a shout out. Eric is in the chat here during the show. $21,000 went towards Frenchie and his needs. Is that if that's my understanding? I thought I saw that somewhere. So congratulations on that first year show. I think it was fabulous. What I really enjoyed is that everybody had a good time. I didn't see anybody having any moments of, out of control, doing anything that shouldn't be done. Everybody looked like they kept it really appropriate and had a good time. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of beer flying around. I couldn't turn a corner without somebody offering me a beer, which I want to thank all you guys for. Chris, Jake, Fred Rivera. Good to see Freddie out there, man. That was good. Lil Ray. I missed Susie. Susie, I hope that we run across you soon again. Silva, who was next to Lil Ray, man, that was a beautiful, beautiful truck that was out there, along with many, many others. So, of course, Ed Davis, James, juniors, James Davis, Was out there with a bunch of trucks. It was so fun to see so many people that I actually used to run with. So that was kind of cool. The guys out of Tracy there, Jim and Jim, Jim Hill and Anchor Trucking there, Jim Weiss and his wife and their family. I mean, look, it was a good show, guys. Really good. Eric, you did a great job, and congratulations. It was super deal. Listen, I'll tell you, if there's any conversation about moving it, I'm going to say right now, leave it alone, man. That was a good spot. And I know we did have a little chat, you and I, not over the weekend, but before the show, about another location. And I drove by there. There's no shade, man. So I don't see it. I say leave it where it's at, and just leave us where we were at the show. That was the best spot. I would love to be there again in that location. That was really great. Dale Boca Leone, man. Hey, dude, good to meet you in real life. And I think that was another cool thing. Some folks that I have met in the show that I've never met in real life were there during Frenchie's first annual. So that was cool too. Quality of trucks. Hey, listen, somebody made a mention after they saw some of the pictures, overhead drone shots from Waupun. We weren't missing anything. We had a great show going on. Our drone shots looked great. Everything looked good, whether it was up in the air, coming down, shooting down, or if you were on the ground and driving around like I was. I think it was a great show. I had some pictures here. I'm kind of running out of time, but you guys can go over to Frenchie's on Facebook, the group, and look at, I don't know how many thousands of pictures are on there. And of course, when we do our show report from Frenchie's first annual Chuck Jamboree, that will be in the October edition. We will have all those for you, and I will have some pictures. We're going to start doing something a little special here at 10-4. We will be sharing some pics from the shows as the shows are going on, or directly after the show has taken place. We'll get some photos up for you guys from our people, from our contributors out there at the shows. And Chad, I haven't talked to you about that one yet, so I'll get you filled in on what's happening there. Yeah, YouTube. Listen, YouTube's got a lot of stuff going on too. I mean, be sure and check out our YouTube channel, which we are streaming to right now, as well as Facebook. Please go over there and follow us on YouTube. I appreciate that. I posted up more videos yesterday. Hopefully we'll have some new stuff on there that you don't see on Facebook and vice versa, but there is going to be some overlapping content that goes over there as well. So, listen, guys, I want to thank everybody again. Minimizer, always being a great Team 10-4 marketing partner. Jesse's, be sure and go to their website. In fact, I wanted to show you guys something. Jesse's website, there's the first two trucks, JES1 and JES2. One has been picked up. Okay. That truck is making money right now. That kid got a Peterbilt extended hood, all reworked, everything redone in and out, and 10 grand cash, and was led down the road, man. He went on down the road, started making money. JES2 winner has been chosen and notified. Has not picked up the truck yet, but we'll be picking it up. And drum roll, please. Got another one coming, a 96, and this one looks like it's going to be really dolled up. So 1996 379 extended hood. Don't know the power on this one. The last one was a Detroit, and the first one had a cat in it. So listen, these guys, JES3, when that one gets up and ready to go, all you got to do to enter is go to the website. We're at it right now, jessestrucks.com, and buy something. It's pretty simple. Maybe you want to buy a truck, and I'll tell you what, if you bought one of his trucks, I'm thinking that's part of the deal. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Jesse about that one. But bottom line is you get an entry for every dollar you spend. And sometimes he does some bonus entry stuff. So it's 10-time entry or 5-time entry or 2-time entry, whatever the case may be. So just have to keep up with the promotion and what's going on at the time. So check them out. That's jessestrucks.com. And this is the sweepstakes tab on the website right there. There it is. Check it out. All right. I do have this one video. I'm going to close the show out with it. Probably say a little bit of a goodbye on the other side. So, check it out. I thought it was entertaining. It was fun doing it. So, and you know what? I haven't watched this yet, so I hope it works. All right, guys, wanted to take a moment just to show you a little quick demonstration and view into the FitChefTexas.com website. While we're not going to be using that, those of us at 10-4 to order off the website, you kind of get a better visual idea of what's going on at Fit Chef and the food that they prepare and what's available. So we'll be talking to Chef Gary, if we haven't already, by the time you guys see this. And we'll be discussing how to get your meals, which is going to be, and you see that nice little truck right there coming at you, Meals for You, fueling the nation one trucker at a time. That's going to be the app we're going to upload onto your phone or your device today. And that way you guys can get a chance to get some of these great meals that I'm going to show you here in just a minute. All right, guys, back with you here. So what I did, I've got all these meals laid out on my stove at home. So a little more room to just kind of show you a quick display of how many, what 10 meals looks like. And what we've got, Fit Chef Texas Cowboy Casserole. Each one of them is labeled. Fit Chef Texas Chicken Fried Steak. Fit Chef Texas Pot Roast Keto. Fit Chef Texas Green Chili. Blackened Salmon. Beef Stew. Mom's Meatloaf. Top Sirloin Steak. And Fit Chef Texas Steak Chili. Blackened Salmon. I'm not sure if I got that one for you guys or not either. But listen. These are microwavable. In your truck, you guys probably, most of you got a microwave. All you do is throw them in there, heat them up. They're already cooked. You're just heating everything up. Over here are all the sides, good vegetables to go with certain main courses over here. Obviously, some of these main courses, they are the meal, like the chili. However you want to put and pair things together, you can. Loaded cauliflower. Fit Chef cheesy cauliflower. I like cauliflower, and I mean, I'll eat cauliflower just steamed, but you put some cheese over it, man, it's really good. This chili, I'll tell you what, that's a huge bowl of chili. I don't know if you can really tell the size by looking at it with me holding it up. Bottom line is it's a big, big thing of chili. Now, like I said, these are 10 meals. There's a 10-pack here, okay? So you guys are looking at this and saying, okay, I don't use a microwave, and I know that sounds weird, but I don't. I'm going to put these into hot water and cook them that way. Years ago, there was old school meals that used to do that. You just drop it into the hot water in the plastic, just like it comes to you, and you're good to go. I'll be right back in a minute, guys, with a little bit more, and we're going to close this out. All right, so I'm back, guys. I just bagged everything back up. Here's everything I got, all 10 meals in this bag. And there's the meal I'm going to cook for you guys here in just a minute. This stuff comes shipped to you wherever you want it. You're at about $10 a meal. Flat rate for shipping on, doesn't matter how many meals you get, flat rate. You get it shipped wherever you're at. Now, we're going to try to figure out how we can stay ahead of you guys, but at least you can start out from home with, 10, 20 meals ready to go. Maybe that's going to be enough for you when you go out and you hit the road for a little bit, but at least you can kind of put some of these good balanced meals into your daily meal plan. The idea here, guys, is to eat a balanced meal, keep you healthy, keep you working, and get you back home to your family. That's the thing, man. And staying healthy out on the road, that's important. I'll be right back in a minute, and we're going to start cooking this up. We're going to have, by the way, Fit Chef Texas Cowboy Casserole and Brussels sprouts for dinner tonight. Okay, see you in a minute. All right, guys, I got the water boiling over on the stove. Just about ready to drop these two babies in. Again, I'm going to do the Fit Chef Texas Cowboy Casserole and Brussels sprouts for dinner tonight. I brought this stuff over here. I wanted you guys to see the food packaged up again, but look at the color of the vegetables. I mean, they look like they're still fresh. They look like they've just been freshly cooked, which they have. And then they were vacuum sealed. And that's the beauty of these meals, is they stay fresh for a long time. All right, just about another minute here, and I'm going to drop them in the water and heat them up. All right, so we got our water boiling. Down she goes, baby, on in. Now, I probably should wait and put the Brussels sprouts in after a little bit, but I'm just going to throw everything in there right now and see what happens. So we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys, looks like I've had this about 10 minutes going in the pot here. I actually took the Brussels sprouts back out at about 5 minutes and put them in again when I had about 2 minutes left. So I'm ready to pull these guys out and have some dinner. So we'll see you here in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. So I put the cowboy casserole in the toaster oven for 10 minutes at 350 because after coming out of the boiling water, it wasn't quite done. So I would say you could probably have this in your refrigerator instead of having it frozen like I had it right out of the freezer, and it will probably be just fine to put in the hot water and cook for 10 minutes. But, you know, if you got a toaster oven, I think that's the way to go. It gives it kind of a nice crisp. And then also, if you have a microwave, of course, that is the quick preferred trucker's method. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to take her over to the table and take a bite. All right, guys, we're back. I got Miss Julia behind the camera helping me out on this one. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. First thing I'm going to do is take a bite of these. Now, I love Brussels sprouts. So for me, this is a huge win. I put a little bit of garlic salt, butter, and some Parmesan cheese on mine, the way I like them. These are awesome. They're fresh. It's just like I got them at the store, brought them home, washed them, cooked them. Fantastic. If you've got the means in your truck, a hot plate, and you can put them in the pan and sear them a little bit, burn them up, even better. All right, so let's check this out. Here's the cowboy casserole. Like I said, I put her in the oven for, I think, about 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, and about 350 just to get it finished up and heated up. And it looks like it's got a nice crust on it, some nice vegetables. Oh. Okay, well, we'll have to ask Chef, but I'm going to give you my interpretation. So, kind of like a, a chili Fritos casserole, tamale, something or other. I don't know, but it has all of that in it, and I love it. So, we're winning all the way here. So, guys, be sure and check out our Facebook page. We'll have information on there how to get the app, which is simple. Go to the store, load it up, the App Store, whether it's your iPhone or Google. Load that up, make your orders. Now, the Fit Chef Texas is the website, but we want you ordering from the app. So listen, we'll catch up with you again soon. Thanks a lot for tuning in. This is John here in Studio 10-4 with a little food test going on. I think it's a win. Thanks a lot, guys. There it is. You know, I don't know if I'm the galloping gourmet, but at least we got the point across, and there it is. That's what the food looks like. So now you know in real life what it looks like. I mean, as close as you can get to it without having it in your kitchen and you're, you know, prepping and cooking it. But that's the beauty of it, man. I mean, this stuff, doing it the way I did it, I put it in the water, got it mostly cooked. Then I finished it off into the toaster oven, but cutting that plastic and throwing it out on the plate, I mean, it's that simple, literally. And if you're doing plastic forks, paper plates, you just throw everything away. You got nothing to wash. You're good to go. It's a pretty solid deal. So, again, thanks guys for for hanging in there. Looks like some of you guys have already downloaded the app, and hopefully you're on your way to eating healthier and checking out Meals for You. Remember, go to the App Store or whatever device you have, whether it's Apple or Android, and download that app, get it on your phone, and start getting some food. 10 packs, 2 10-packs, 16-pack, whatever you guys decide. Start out and see what you like and go from there. The more this builds, I think the more we're going to have as far as options and availability to us, more mirroring what's on the website. If you look on the website, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, gentlemen and ladies, good to have you here on the Studio 10-4 Weekly Update. As always, appreciate you guys. Thanks again to Eric Villette for last weekend. What a great show. Good job, my friend. Definitely want to talk about 2 other shows. One's going on next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. And let's bring that up. And that is going to be in Brooks, Oregon. And in case you guys are wondering when, that's again next weekend, not this weekend. So apparently there was some confusion. A couple of people got a hold of Dan and said, "Hey, we'll see you this weekend." And Dan said, "You won't see me anywhere this weekend. I'm working on magazine." So anyway, Dan and Shan will be up at the Brooks show though next weekend. This weekend, right now, going on. I need to bring this one up for you guys to take a look. This weekend, we have Laid Back on I-55 Truck Show, downtown Perryville, Missouri. Chad Violet's out there, and apparently Asslingers are out there. So we do have Terry and let's see. I thought I saw something in there from Dan, and let me go back up and see. Dan, just to verify. I don't want to talk out of turn. So I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. It was in the chat earlier that Dan dropped the information that Casey Asslinger is at Laid Back. That is correct. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. Love that stuff. So we do have some representation out there from 10-4. Be sure and look up Casey and check out what's going on. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Another big show that's coming up, and that can't come up soon enough. Trucking for Kids is going to be happening the weekend of the 18th in September. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to get out and check out Trucking for Kids. This is going to be the 40th anniversary of Trucking for Kids. And this will be the show that we say thank you and so long to a few folks that have been running this show for the last 40 years and welcoming in some new folks. So be a great opportunity to say goodbye and say hello all at the same time and find out what's happening with Trucking for Kids for the next 40 years, because I think it landed in good hands. Listen up. I also have one more thing on here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get this out of here. And it's me. That's it. All right, guys. Listen, everybody, thank you very much. Pleasure to have you here every week, as always. Look for us next week. Be sure and look for us at any show that we have going on. I'll let you know where we're going to be at and who's going to be there. There's always something going on, it seems, that's good. Leading up, go to our event page on our website to 104magazine.com, and you can click on the events tag and you will be able to look at all the shows that are scheduled and upcoming. Till next week, I appreciate you guys as always. Keep the shiny side up. Eat healthy. Eat meals for you. Download that app and get you some food. Let me know. Be sure and let us know. Share what's going on in your world, because that's what matters. Share our page, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Be sure and let everybody know out there that 10-4 is out stronger than ever and going into the future with the blaze behind them. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.